Hey bakers, today we're going to make banana bread. Now I know banana bread was real popular during quarantine time, during lockdown, all these things, because it's pretty comfort food for a lot of people. But this is a little bit different banana bread, and it's one that I really like to make. Not only that it's really delicious, it uses up a whole lot of bananas at once, but it is egg and dairy free as well. This recipe originally came from Scratch Baking Company over in Portland, Maine. They did a really great magazine for a little while called Baker's Notes. And I've just kind of fixed it up to make it my own. So in the video notes, I'm going to post both the recipe in home measurements and in metric gram weights, so that's easier to follow. So what I've got here is bananas. It's about 770 grams of bananas. It was 6 very ripe bananas. Now, if you try to do this with unripe bananas, it's just not going to work. So I'm trying to be all neat and do this with my spoon, but these bananas just aren't going to mash that way. So the best way to get in with your bananas is just to go right ahead and get in there with your hands and mix it up. So I'm going to do just that. You don't need to make a smooth like puree or totally smooth. It's okay to leave some lumps in there. All right, so we're going to add our liquids to this. So this is what we'd call a white oil in the industry. This is canola oil, but if you have sunflower oil and that's what you prefer to use, you can use that too. This is vanilla extract, so it was 95 grams of oil and 10 grams of vanilla. Kind of get that mixed in there, and then I'm going to add my sugar. And so this is, I made notes here, 100 grams of sugar. All right, so now I'm going to switch over to my wooden spoon. All right, see, pretty quick and easy. It's just a mixture together. So the other thing, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my dry ingredients. This is flour. It is 385 grams of, I use bread flour as my all-purpose flour. This is baking powder, some baking soda, sea salt, and 3 grams of cinnamon. So the key to keeping this banana bread really nice is to not overmix it. And because it doesn't contain eggs, it doesn't have the tenderizing qualities of the eggs. So you can overmix this really easily. And if you overmix it, it becomes really, really tough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this together until it's just barely combined. Okay, you don't have to bake this just in a loaf pan. I have my loaf pan set up here with spray oil. You don't have to bake it just in a loaf pan. You can bake it in mini loaf pans. You can bake it as muffins. Anything you really like. You could bake it in a tray, like this tray I have my ingredients set up on. That would be fine too. You can make a little sheet cake out of it. Just adjust your oven and your temperatures as needed. Alright, so we're going to load this batter here into my prepared loaf pan. You could also stir in chocolate chips or nuts if you like, but I'm just going to make a straight up plain banana bread today. This is going to be very, very full. Okay. Normally this would make a banana bread that's a little bit bigger than this, but this is a foil loaf pan, so I'm just going to leave it like that so that it doesn't explode in my oven. Okay, so it's all filled here in my loaf pan. I've got my excess in a little cake pan, which is fine. Next time I would make a note and use a larger pan. But we're going to put this in an oven that's been preheated to 350 for about an hour. So we'll check back after it's done. Okay, here it is, our lovely loaf of banana bread. And as you can tell, if I push on it, it's fairly springy. But if I poke it gently with a knife, it comes out clean. Okay, well, here's a picture of the finished banana bread. Super nice, super warm. Thanks for watching. Happy baking!